Hello everyone.
Hey guys.
Hello.
And welcome to our Halloween special of Ghost Talk.
Three of us.
Again, despite the promises of Jordan to actually turn up to this one.
Excuse me.
And literally, guys, it is Monday. It's 6:30, which was Jordan's request.
Yes.
And we think he's died, basically.
I may be driving up here now.
Well, no one's heard from him, so, you know.
Yeah, he's gone a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the topic of this week's show was suggested by Kurt, which is...
Top 10 most haunted places in Wales.
Indeed, yes, and it's quite a list here of places that are local to us, really.
Yeah, so, and every bugger goes same list, but look.
If you obviously didn't guess, we're doing that because we're all Welsh.
Exactly.
If they ever guessed.
So how do you want to play this then? Do you want to go from 10 down to 1?
Yeah.
I would go from 10 to 1, yeah.
So, which is, number 10 is that one in Neath, Port Talbot.
Okay, well, let's do this... you read them out and then we'll sort of discuss them.
Yeah. So at number 10, most haunted places in Wales, comes Margam Castle. And, well, what do you see there? Robert Scott, a former
gamekeeper of the house, yeah.
And he's apparently seen ascending the staircase and throws stones at those who try to contact him. Now, why stones are in the house is anybody's guess.
That's old.
Most haunted haven't been there, because there would be crowbars in here.
Yeah, somehow mysteriously been thrown through netting, which exists in Shrewsbury Prison.
But yeah, definitely one I would like to do next year, maybe, Lee.
Yeah, because they do ghost hunts it. Is that from Dusk Till Dawn? Or is
I don't think it is. I think they could maybe get in it, because they're after Welsh location, so...
Cool.
It'd be kind of cool to go down. I mean, Margot's not that far.
Oh, little side note, this is totally off topic, but you know Haunted Happenings, who obviously we did the first ghost hunt with?
Yeah.
Nickelback did Liverpool Asylum with them on Saturday.
All right.
Which was, apparently they had a gig on Sunday, so they decided to do some ghost hunting on the Saturday.
On the Saturday, so you went from Liverpool to where to Melsium?
London.
London.
Which is quite interesting.
They were private planes, mate.
Yeah. Was Avril Lavigne there?
No.
Oh, damn.
That's completely off topic.
But,
well, exactly. You start talking about Nickelback.
There's not much more information on that, isn't there?
Well, at Margam, they've also got reports of Victorian children playing and giggling.
Yeah, there's actually been there's a couple of sites sort of reporting that people have gone there and heard children giggling and then looked outside or been in and not seen a thing, which is kind of creepy. Yeah, it is. And
particularly when they got children involved.
Yeah, anything with children, really. I mean, this is sort of kind of creepy. It's not like off topic, but so I think it was Saturday night.
Yeah,
it was my daughter at 2 o'clock in the morning. She's fast asleep and decides to start singing "Ring Around the Roses" in her sleep.
Oh, nice.
And I'm terrified. I'm laying in the bed and says, "Go and see what's wrong." I was like, "Nope." I go in there, there'd be like a class of kids running around.
Yeah. Right. So now is.
Number 9. Llancair Fawr.
I'm glad you said that.
Which is in Nelson. Even though this website has Caerphilly.
And it's a very...
Nelson's not in... Yeah, I was going to say it's in Nelson, but...
Yeah. Not in Caerphilly.
This is a very interesting...
It's not far from Caerphilly. It's like 2 more
maybe
ways.
in the borough, but yeah.
This one is very interesting, like I said, because I've heard a lot about this place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd been there on a school trip many, many years ago when we made beeswax candles there. And it was,
God, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was either with the Crown or Come to Leary Junior School. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we went with the Crown, so it shouldn't be too far from you going with the Crown as well.
Yeah, and underneath, I remember in the basement they had a haunted exhibit there, and they had like a mirror. And you looked in the mirror and like a woo!
Yeah.
The ghoul would come at you. You like that impression, then? Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm available for Halloween. If you need a spook, spectre, or ghost. Yeah.
He also does all the Asda toys.
Built on the site of a medieval dwelling in 1550. It's home to many ghosts, apparently, and it's named one of the most haunted places in the UK. And like at the Stoot, and this may be for another reason, mind, there's a smell of lavender. Can be smelled there.
That was bizarre.
And also roast beef.
Oh, don't mind that.
Because when you go into Llancair Fawr and you take a right, if I remember right, it's a banquet hall. And that's where they had all, obviously, where food would be prepared. And
maybe another one we could do with a ghost hunting company in the future, or on our own, possibly.
Yeah.
Could do. Could
I
do.
wouldn't know you'd ever got to be though to stay there and just have a roast beef smell. I mean, that's not that bad. Personally.
Exactly, yeah.
That's actually a pleasant encounter, if you ask me. I like roast
So
beef.
bring it.
Yeah, but you can't eat it though. That's the tease. You can smell it, but you can't eat it. And apparently there's a petticoat-wearing housekeeper called Matty who died in one of the rooms, as well as a little boy who tugs at the hair and saves the visitors. And that's the one thing you've got to worry about children's spirits. Are they really children, or are they something dark?
Yeah.
Are they demonic?
Yeah.
Because obviously, apparently, they play the part of anything, really.
To lull you in.
Yeah, there's a program on. Funny enough, when you talk about demonic stuff, there's a program on H2.
Mm.
I get it with BT, luckily, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a look at it on. I think it's on Sunday, but that's about Ouija boards and about stories of people using them. That, like I've always said, you shouldn't use them. I mean, I won't go near one with a 10-foot pole personally, but it's basically about bringing the wrong things through and what you can do with them.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's something to sort of be intriguing and have a look at.
Right then, so it's number 8.
Number 8. It's Powis Castle.
Powis.
Yeah.
It's written that way, I don't know why.
Yeah. And this dates back to the 13th century.
Yeah.
And it was a military stronghold before being transformed to a fine home for wealthy families. Yeah, it's said to be 2 rooms, mainly the ballroom ring and the Duke's room, said to be the most haunted.
Yeah, this is the bit I don't like. The lady in black is seen sitting in a chair. Now, I've seen the film The Lady in Black, which makes me feel a bit uneasy about going there.
Yeah.
It does. I don't know if any of you lot have seen it, The Lady
I've
in
seen
Black.
the first one, and I've seen the second one.
The second one, yeah. The second one was garbage.
Rubbish.
The first one's
It's
fantastic.
good. It is good.
Absolutely fantastic.
Daniel Radcliffe, post Harry Potter film.
Yeah, and it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
Atmospheric.
Yeah.
Again, you've got touches and the rest of it, and you can apparently hear a piano being played. Knocks as well. And some people have seen apparitions at the foot of their bed when they've been staying there overnight.
Creepy.
And hands on their back as they're walking down the stairs. And also, again, another child spirit has been spotted, dressed in a green dress.
Yeah, there's something about child spirits that it's just freaky in there and sad, because obviously...
Yeah.
It gives you that uneasy feeling, because obviously they've died.
They've jived.
They've died as a child, which in itself is heartbreaking. But then to have the spirit, which means you've got a child spirit lost, basically, you know, or it could be repeated.
Yeah.
We don't know. But if it's child spirit lost, then you've got to really, really sort of look at the story with it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad.
Exactly. And how much is this really? It's just people at the place are saying, "Oh yeah, we're haunted. There's a ghost there." Yeah.
Yeah.
And then underneath the desk, you suddenly go, "Oh look."
I love your impression.
Okay.
Number 7.
Candleston Castle in Bridgend.
I need to find this just to go photograph it.
Yeah, it does look.
Yeah.
Well, it don't look much in the photo, do it?
They don't, but to me, look, even with that fence there, and those trees, a nice black and white shot there, look, you can make it look very creepy.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that.
It dates back from the 14th century, next to the sand dunes in Bridgend.
Sweet.
And the hauntings apparently tied to the old stones and crosses which are nearby, and perhaps the ghosts are anchored to these stones. And there's one stone in particular called the Goblin Stone, haunted by a ghost who encourages people to touch a stone which traps them by their hands and feet.
The only way to escape is to pray, apparently.
Now, the one part's very interesting, because obviously they say that energy absorbs into
objects and stuff.
Rocks, powerful rocks, or they do say, don't they? Like, is it limestone?
Limestone,
and quartz.
Yeah.
Chances are, actually, with it being a cross, it probably is some sort of limestone, especially from that era.
Yeah.
It is.
So
if we ever go there, you're doing it.
It's like
you're the least perishable.
It's like in the Stoot where we had our door opening and closing.
Yeah.
For us, that kind of thing. Is the energy tied to our object could be repeating?
Quite possibly, yeah. Especially that, because it's the library, we know it.
Yeah.
That's actually used to be the ticket room. I didn't think of that. And that's basically as everybody queued down the hill and round as they did, because there was thousands of people used to go there most nights.
Yeah.
And they go up the stairs and they'd go into the library, as we call it, to get their tickets. Then come out to the library, obviously go to the bingo hall. and the bar as it was back years and years ago.
Yeah.
But funny enough, that would tie into a lot of opening and callers and
because also thinking about, I watched an episode of Ghost Hunters yesterday, funny enough, one of the new series, so they are still going. They went to like a mansion then.
Ah, right.
And it was lovely. It was all the snow was coming down, and they went in there upstairs, and they had cameras all along this hallway, and then throughout the investigation you could hear a door opening and closing. Yet there was nothing caught on video, so that just means it's audio playing from the past.
This is audio playing from the past. That's very cool.
It was a good episode, actually. Check it out, guys, if you can. If you've got the UK TV player, it may be on there. Right.
Number 6.
Number 6. We're going to get you to read up your additions as well at the end.
Yeah.
A couple of bonus ones. This is
Rock Castle, Pembrokeshire.
Castle, Pembrokeshire. I mean, Rock Castle. Again, dating back to the early medieval period, the 13th century. It's in Haverfordwest.
Home of Lucy Walter.
During the 1630s. Do you want to carry on with that, Mike?
She was the consort of Charles II and the mother of the Duke of Monmouth. Ooh. It is believed Lucy's haunting a castle, and she has been seen floating through locked rooms wearing a white dress. Why is it always a white dress?
White dress, yeah.
Why is it always white and black?
Yeah, you know.
Can it be a nice colour? Like
yeah, but going back to like this, I mean, what's this, the 1630s? It would be white or black.
Yeah.
Any sort of period style.
Because, of course, it didn't have the dyes then.
Yeah, it's always white and black, you know. But
yeah, and if you heard noisy footsteps during the night, so apparently you can stay there during the night.
I'm not surprised being a bloody old castle.
Yeah. Okay.
So we are now on number 5, and quite possibly we've driven past this to go to a place that's in our heart, because I do remember driving past ruins of a castle.
Denbighshire.
We have. If there's ruins, we've driven past
Probably have.
So you've driven past one of the most haunted places in Wales and not gone there?
Well, we didn't know at the time.
And we was going there for one of the most haunted mental asylums of the time.
Yeah. Which isn't in this list, surprisingly.
That's surprising.
Yeah, but we'll add that on at the end as a bonus one. Why not? Let's go further than top 10. Okay, this castle was originally built as a fortress by the conquest of Wales by the hands of Edward I in the 13th century. There have been many hauntings in the tower, which is again called the Goblin Tower. It was weird. Was like a name at the time or something?
At least like to ward off people.
Including the son of the castle's builder. He was falsely accused of having an affair with a landowner's daughter and thrown to his death from the tower.
What a way to go back then.
Yeah.
That's just mean.
Another legend states that a dragon used to live in the castle but was killed by a man with 8 fingers on each hand.
This is the one I want to go see.
Yeah. And his hair was red, like the fire is there.
He said, blah! He came running out with the sword.
Obviously the dragon bit is made up.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. But it's just local folklore.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, what did Yahoo report the other day? Dragon seen flying over China?
Anything's possible.
Some video they showed. Yeah. Apparently it was a dragon seen flying over China. I mean, apart from the floating city that they saw a couple of months ago. So
there is a video online on YouTube. Somebody's taken taxidermy to a whole new level.
Yeah.
And they put drones in them.
Oh.
So you can have flying cats and dogs.
Oh,
and,
yeah. There's something wrong about that.
Yeah. Suddenly look up and think, oh, man, I'm a cat.
I'd be more concerned you look up and think, I would have been a dragon.
Khaleesi. Yeah, number 4 on the list.
Right.
The Skirrid in Monmouthshire.
We can actually talk a bit more about this one because we've been there and we're due to go there again in a month or two.
To do a lone visual.
Or just the 4 of us. Honestly, the 4 of us are going to be at this one.
Yes, the 4 of us are actually going. I'm going to this one because
we will be recording.
As my crazy business life goes, that these two know about, my wedding season's now over. So I just got studio stuff to do.
I don't think we really need to read this. I think we can more say, can we?
Yeah. Basically, I've been going to the Skirrid Inn for many years with the family, and I go down for Sunday dinner. Friday nights we go down there, and it's a fantastic pub to go. It's a fantastic atmosphere in the bar because it's all like back in the day from it's supposedly the oldest pub in Wales from from like 1200s I think it was when it was let me try and find the link. There we go.
It's supposedly the most haunted pub as well.
And a haunted pub in Wales. And when you used to go in the past as a kid, you used to notice there was an atmosphere in the bar. It felt really darken up. But lately, it's gone. There's a much lighter feeling in this pub. And I don't know whether that's because I've got older or whether it's because...
Again, as a kid, you've got to, your children are open minds. They're not... It's like our Nip. She's not basically afraid of any bloody thing.
Basically,
so her mind's open to things. She sees things that we don't.
Yeah.
And so again, it could be that, but then again, we've always been believers. So it could be the point where people have finally moved on.
Most Haunted did a investigation there back when they were credible.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Were they ever credible?
They didn't actually catch nothing, which is actually surprising for them.
It is considering what
they put on these days.
Caught on it. And the independent people that have caught stuff down there.
Yeah.
Because the independent stuff online about it is bloody phenomenal.
Basically, there was a courthouse on there, run by the famous Judge Jeffries.
Judge Jeffries, yeah. He used to do hangings in there.
It does say here, doesn't it, including 2 clergymen, friendly ghosts, including 2 clergymen, Father Henry Vaughan and Fanny Price.
Yeah.
Nobody laugh. Who died of consumption when working there. How the hell? What do they mean by consumption? As in they drank themselves to death?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Overindulgence,
cool. He was an evil man, though, because I got some information here that basically said, over the years, 185 people were sentenced to death by hanging.
Yeah.
And the marks are still visible on the wooden beams today.
With a rope,
obviously we've seen it.
Yeah.
And we actually walked up to the graveyard to find Fanny Price, didn't we?
We did.
And we found her grave, but we didn't see her.
She's supposed to be very friendly, apparently. Yeah. I'm not surprised, mind if she died pissed. So.
If you've watched our old podcast, we said nothing happened. There was too many people here. Stay tuned for December, maybe the 10th, where we'll review this case on Ghost Talk, and you'll see what we got. Yeah. And might I remind you, there's only 4 people here this time. So
exactly, yeah, the whole pub to herself. The old problem with our investigation was, as Kurt said, it's a small pub. And the group, it was about 20, maybe 30 people there, and you could hear them in the other room.
The rooms are so close as well, and where's an old pub? It was basically like knocking on people, wasn't it?
It was. And it was just people coming in and trying to do a spirit box session, and it just go away. But anyway, it's a fantastic pub.
Nice food.
Yeah, it is very nice food. The curry is to die for. As I say, it's got a very bloodied history. The inn's first floor, which is upstairs in one of the main bedrooms, that is believed to house the courthouse as it was back then, and a holding cell for the prisoners was located halfway up the stairs. And if you go up these stairs, it's on one of the sides. You see it there. And they've also still left a hanging beam, which still has the notch in it from where the rope has been tied around.
Oh yeah, can I just add? I had some information. The original landlady was so terrified, she actually sold out straight away to this new landlord that obviously I spoke to.
The original story goes that she kept hearing basically like squeaking noises, the rope basically swinging, and it was. But that is the story, that she heard noises and things, and put it that she heard rope swinging and things.
Well, an interesting fact is the owners don't actually stay there. They're just like, if you want to stay there. They got a good idea, really. It's like, right, we own it, but us 4 nutters are going to go and investigate.
Yeah, shame the bar ain't open all night. That's all I can say.
This was actually going to be quite cool, because at the end of the day now, we've done it with you guys filming and things like that. But I got a camera to film with. And so I shall be filming myself, and I'll get to the big boy down and take some pictures.
Just some photos as well for Toast Adventures.
Exactly, we got so much equipment.
If I get because I got an infrared lens to go on it now, so if you want to sort of have a bit of fun and click it on, see what we got.
All right, going back to Squid, in 1685 it was a particularly bloody period when 180 people were hung during the Monmouth Rebellion. And they were hung by Judge Jeffries. So looking at this picture, I can see where Paul goes on about there's a family thing, because there is a resemblance.
There is a resemblance, I've seen it myself.
Thing is, though, it's strangely weird that I've been to 2 places that he was obviously in with. He was at Shrewsbury Prison, wouldn't he? They said that he was something to do with him there.
Back when it was like an old time
he
prison.
He was an original, not the judge, it was the... Basically, he was the guy that prosecuted you, and not defended you. He was the main prosecutor.
For the Protestant Rebellion. So basically, during the Civil War, then the English Civil War.
But I mean, this guy, if you follow the history of Judge Jeffries, he was a nut job.
He was.
I mean, this guy literally was hanging people for the sake of hanging people.
There's no words you can say on a podcast to call him.
If you stole flowers, he'd hang you. You know, it was going back and you watch some of it when he listened to some of it.
And it's reported that his spirit is there.
Yeah.
And some other criminals supposedly. Again, we got the clergyman there. And we got Fanny Price as well, who are supposed ghosts there. Again, there's a white lady, which appears in in room 3, which I assume is our second bedroom upstairs. And apparently, glasses fly off the bar during the night, so that should be something interesting.
Maybe
if we set up the full spectrum on that bar when we're there.
Maybe I'll take down one of my own glasses, so the pub won't say, if when I have glasses.
They got a cameras there, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah. I love that pub. It's amazing, and we're going to do our own investigation here soon.
It's a nice pub.
And I think it does well. We'll find out for ourselves if it deserves a place on this list. So if we go back to that list now,
and we are on number 3.
Number 3.
I can't even pronounce that.
Okay, Plastig House.
Plastig House
up in Flintshire.
That looks stunning.
It does, doesn't it?
Obviously, the viewers can't see the photos, but we'll just link them to this website.
Yeah. Again, see this photo has just got creepy all over it.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
That tower there just looks like the thing in Denby.
You're going to look up, there's going to be a white figure in the window.
It's basically just it looks like your stereotypical haunted house.
Okay, it's Jacobean country house, and it was built by Welsh politician Sir John Trevor in the 17th century, quite early in the 17th century. There's said to be more than 15 ghosts walking around the house, which was used as a local court, again, where people were tried and hung.
That's just great.
Yeah, and Sir Trevor's daughter is believed to haunt the road that runs past the house. There's been many car accidents on the approach to the house. We've seen something in the road.
See, this is one thing that I'd like to sort of stress. If I see something in the road on a very cold wintry night, I ain't stopping. or swerving.
Just checking some extra info on that.
Now, there is a bit of info by here, because it's the teenager named Elizabeth Trevor Roper, who died in 1815 at the age of 16, was believed to have been pushed on a well by a man whose love she spawned. Spawned. Bloody Avenger going on.
She spawned something 9 months later.
Yeah. Oh, God. She also has been said to be seen running through the running through the house's corridor.
Mm. She slimed me.
That actually would be quite funny if we could do that. There's a girl. She's right here. She's looking at me. She's a pretty little thing. I think she could get you.
Okay. Number 2. Craignos, again in Powys, most haunted have been there, and again this was once a sanatorium.
That's just great.
We've been to a few of those, like Denby and what's the other one? Pool Park, and you've been to Targarth.
Our favourite guy is mentioned in the little thing. Have you read it?
Oh.
In one room, famed TV psychic medium and Derek O'Curr has felt a child being pushed out of a window in one of the rooms. Of course he did.
Yeah, Spirit Guide Sam. Yeah. Craignos was once a sanatorium for children with TB and a home of an opera star at the turn of the 20th century whose name was Adelina Patti. I ain't going to read what most haunted found there. Because
no, I was the same.
Yeah. They believe there's ghosts down in the cellar where Adelina Patti was embalmed. And there's also a, a stage area, and sometimes you can hear her singing.
Cool.
In the air.
That would be cool to catch.
Yeah, in the night and that. And there's a picture I'm showing the guys now. Seems to show an outline of what looks like a man if only we were going up the stairs.
Yeah. A green picture.
Yeah, the shadow there. It looks like it because you got that kind of old style.
You have got the definition, especially with I don't know if you've noticed the arch on his back.
Yeah.
Back then it was pitched over.
To be honest, I don't like seeing photos like this on these sort of websites.
You can't take them.
In this day and age, with how good people are at Photoshop and Lightroom and all that sort of.
That is the thing stuff. At the moment. They can be manipulated.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
One of the biggest things, though, is don't forget when you put a photograph into Lightroom and Photoshop, you can take them apart bit by bit and basically debunk anything.
But I like to see raw Just the raw shot.
Yeah.
But
not much more to say on Craig and Ouse, really, but again, that'll be another one to
maybe
explore.
visit. Yeah.
And you've got all the usual stuff, knocks, bangs, and footsteps, etc. Let's have a look what he got. Again, there's another picture there, which says Stephen Graham was running a Fright Night tour on 12th of July, and as the guests were leaving one of the upper rooms, prompted by something a bit strange, he took a picture of the children's ward. This picture appears to be of a male or female adult carrying a baby or small object. So, as this was in the children's ward, it could be that there's a nurse carrying a TB child patient, as this room was a children's ward in the days when it was operated. So you can see it there. See the figure?
Yeah.
I can't see that as well.
And obviously you can see someone standing behind it, like a real person.
So there you are.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. Very easy to make out, like that. The child's head here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is that paranormal, or is that...
you don't...
lens flare or something.
Is that like...
That's not lens flare. First things first, there's no actual light to cause the lens flare.
Or is that like a wrong setting on the camera?
Plus you get an oops. I wouldn't say it's a wrong setting on a camera either, because you've got his ISO up, right?
Mm.
Now, taking the ISO up, obviously, when was it taken?
2012, I think.
2012, right. Even then, with your ISO up, you're not going to get a perfect photograph in the dark. Bringing it up like that, because he's basically taking the exposure
so
right up.
Noise there,
so you've got the noise. But the noise is obviously picking out a shape.
Mm.
Now, it's very easy to sort of misconstrue things in a pitch photograph, but that's very, obvious of what it could be.
Yeah.
And to me, that actually could be something. And I'm pretty good with my noise stuff, especially when it comes to photographs. But to me, there's a shape there.
Interesting.
A very cool shape there is. And one thing you have to remember, when you take your exposure up with noise, it's nearly physically impossible to manipulate the noise to a shape in Photoshop, because you're going to get some kind of blurred edge. Because obviously using a brush, you have a feather. You know what?
Yeah.
And you should do the bloody course.
Yeah.
And when you get a feather, so you get some sort of outline effect of a blur around it. That's obviously not. As you look at it, there's a strong noise on the shape and around the edges. You can't see where it loses its noise. So that's really cool.
Interesting.
That one is.
Number one is quite interesting, because my dad lives quite close to this, and I've never heard of it. And it'll be interesting to speak to Jordan, which is also spends most of his time down Porthcawl, to see if he actually knows what this place is.
Okay, it is number one. Scare House in Porthcawl.
So, Jordan.
Again, this is a 12th century mansion, and it's
known as one of the most haunted places in Wales.
Indeed, yeah.
Ooh.
It was immortalised in the Victorian novel The Maid of Sker, which is based on the tale of Elizabeth Williams, who died of a broken heart after being locked in a room in a house by her father to prevent her from marrying her lover. Which seems quite common back in the old days, isn't it?
Yeah.
You went marrying him, lock away.
This is an 800-year-old mansion, mind you.
Yeah.
So,
and from that, it looks like the one that Ghost Adventures went to an island, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. You can hear some of the things. It's a very violent house, apparently. There was 16th century
uprising, basically.
Yeah, against the Catholic faith, because at the time it was Protestants.
Poor old bloody Catholics.
I know. and at the time it was a Catholic house, so it probably attracted the wrong kind of attention. Witnesses have reported hearing high-pitched screeching noises, screams and wailing, dark shadows and figures, more so in the room where Elizabeth is said to be locked away. And you get a feeling of unease and dread. Yeah, that could be another good one to visit.
That's alright, I got a feeling of unease and dread when I come to this town. So.
Yeah. And what could be a factor behind the haunt is that the house was remodelled in the 16th century. And of course, when they say when people refurbish houses, particularly old ones,
it causes
hauntings and unlocks the energies that was once trapped away.
Will we have this with the Stoot? Because now the Stoot's got a new committee and new funding coming in. The biggest plans they have is to rip down most of the insides and rebuild.
It'll be interesting if we can keep in touch with them and try and get an investigation when it's new.
The new head of the committee, I mean, I've still got my keys, so the new head of the committee is happy, for us to, if we need to go in there for anything.
That's what I mean, we could go in there when it's new, see if it's
now that'd be cool, because if it disturbs something, then that's going to be kind of cool.
Yeah. So, Yeah, that was our number 1 haunted place in Wales. What did you think of those, folks? Well, in time for Halloween, it was quite...
The one in Porthcawl.
Scare House, yeah.
I can't really say much about a lot of them, because obviously I haven't been to them. But
it's annoying that I didn't even know that was in Porthcawl.
It's been refurbished again, but looks at that in the modern times.
Yeah.
There's modern chimneys there.
So it's twice. It's been refurbished twice as far as we can see. So now we've got a couple of bonus ones here, which Kurt is going to talk about.
We talked about the one, but the one that ain't on our list, surprisingly, which I've heard is surprisingly haunted, is Tredegar House, which is in Newport, is well known for its ghosts of many which can be found in the attic, including I don't even know what that says. What's that long word, Mike? Because I'm dyslexic and...
Mustachioed
Victorian gent. A small girl in a white dress, often touching visitors near the door of the old nursery wing. Tredegar House is one I'd like to do, I think.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, because again, I've heard of Tredegar House being haunted, but never actually heard a lot of it. And on the list that we did a top 10 list, but number 12 was Tree Tower Court, which me and you have visited God knows how many times. I never actually knew it was haunted or...
No. Again, most haunted investigation of the day. It's all open, really.
Yeah, it's for 900 years. Yeah. You know, again, it's to do with a Welsh, rich, influential Welsh family. Let's have a look here. Sighting is said to be from a white lady, believed to be Sir Roger Vaughan's wife in the main bed chamber. Now, we were up in the main bed chamber. That was that really posh wooden area.
Long hall,
That was. The apparition of one has been seen as she walks through the gallery. Another one has been witnessed sitting by the windowsill. Said to be very calm and peaceful and smiles. But visitors and staff apparently reported feeling very uneasy in certain areas. The ghost of a woman has been seen in another bedroom wearing white and having green eyes and being anxious, but not aggressive, being seen running. And there's actually video footage. Now, I have no signal here to get anything, so... Yeah. But there's actual video footage of them in there that's seen in a panic. Nice. So, again, that's one.
Yeah.
There's Tree Tower Court, we've been...
Loads of times.
Yeah. In Tree Tower Court. Tree Tower Court's lovely.
It is, Got to pay, how much is it? £6 now to get in there?
Yeah, I think the first time we went, it was like £3.50, and then like a year and a half later, then it suddenly influxed to £6.50. It's ridiculous.
It's not like White Castle, folks, where you can just climb over the fence in winter time.
Yeah, they have this set period down in White Castle, May to October.
Yeah, and after that,
once the first week was over, just open the gate and go.
Okay, last one.
Aberconwy.
Yeah, Aberconwy House.
House in Conwy is a 14th century merchant's house, where the old mistress of the house is reportedly seen sitting by the fireplace, accompanied by a smell of flowers. A Victorian gent known as Mr. Jones haunts the Victorian corridors, and floorboards are often heard creaking.
Oh,
spooky.
I'm not going to lie, I've never heard of Conwy. No. I don't know what part of Wales
that is. Conwy is west side, yeah.
West Wales.
Oh, it's West Wales.
Yeah. If you sort of go Monmouthshire way and...
Again, there's a lot of these white ladies and things like that, isn't there?
But the thing is, going back to that time of period, that is what you're going to see.
What they're going to wear,
It is, you know. I mean, the gent in Cum, the policeman.
Yeah.
Now, he's seen in Victorian police uniform.
On the road I live on.
Yeah, he is. He's seen in Victorian police uniform, and he slows you down and tells you to stop.
He's lamped, didn't he?
Yeah. So I say. He was walking home and stabbed.
Yeah.
He was. And by some escapee, if I remember right, something like that. He was an escapee prisoner or something.
I don't know.
It was, and he seen the cop, were panicked and stabbed him. But it's sort of always the Victorian times, but it's sort of the modern stuff you've got to try and find now.
Yeah.
You know, that's the ones to look for.
If you did like this, guys, I had another idea. I basically wanted to do a mix of what we think we've been abandoned personally, could be haunted, very haunted, and the places we've done, maybe do a top 10 and try mash in, say, you know, Drakelow Tunnels with Denby Mental, and maybe that would be a good idea. Yeah. And we could talk about them, because I personally like these top 10s. They're a good idea.
Yeah, they're a good one, yeah. So this episode will be up. When do you want it to go up, Kurt?
Halloween, maybe.
On Monday, then. Okay.
Are we doing a Halloween thing?
Are we doing a hunt? I wouldn't mind doing a hunt, because we're on Wednesday, aren't we? So, well... Wednesday night. So Thursday to recover. Maybe we could do
Friday or Saturday.
Saturday night.
Down the Stoot again, is it? Or
Stoot. Unless you want to go somewhere.
Try somewhere else, I don't know. But we could do what we did before if we went down the Stoot. Can we order in food?
Yeah.
Oh, it was good, that was.
Well,
that.
Yeah, we'll decide something amongst ourselves.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you enjoy it, wherever you're out, and then obviously be careful because it is dangerous. People just think it's a joke, but it can be very dangerous. If you're out drinking or trick or treating,
have fun.
Particularly these morons that are dressing up as clowns at the moment.
Yeah. If you see one in the road, just run a bugger over.
Just enjoy your night, because I love Halloween personally. So
I do. So it's one of my favourites.
And is it Chris who's doing staying overnight, isn't he? 4
nights in Drakelow Tunnel, so good luck to you.
Rather you than me.
And all the folks at from Dust to Dawn events, if you're doing anything over the Halloween weekend, good luck to you. Hope you get some amazing evidence.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon. Well,
it may just be me next time. The pair of them could be in quarantine for all I know. As they fly to the Ukraine tomorrow night. So if it's just me next time, I'll say hello from everyone.
That's the side. And we'll see you soon. Thanks very much for listening. Bye.